when you get cornered by that aunt at the family gathering asking you all the questions and you feel like you got to bend the truth a little bit? You know, asking if you getting married, how's that promotion, you have any kids, have you moved out of your mom and dad's basement? Only for her not to listen to you and to just judge you. While you may have to grin and bear with your family, you shouldn't have to do that when you're talking to your doctor about a rash that weirdly looks like your high school crush that you maybe ate a pizza one too many times in a week, or, you know, something crazy like that. Enter ZocDoc, the place where you can find and book doctors who will make you feel comfortable and actually listen to you. We're not just talking about a few. We're talking about tens of thousands of doctors, all with verified reviews, so that you can make sure the vibes are vibing before you ever meet in real life. And with ZocDoc, you get more options than you know. And I'm talking about real verified patient reviews. ZocDoc is a free app and a website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. Once you find the doc you want, you can book them immediately. No more wasting time on awkward holds with the receptionist. And these docs all have verified reviews from actual real patients. We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated patient review credible doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat basically any condition you're searching for. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is literally just 24 to 72 hours. And that's it. You can even score same-day appointments. Let me tell you.
Tell us, Angel.
I love me some ZocDoc.
You love you some ZocDoc?
Yes, I do, actually. And I'm telling you, we've used it in my household. My husband had to use it because he didn't have a primary care physician. And I'm telling you, I use it, and you should use it too. Go to ZocDoc.com/SK and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/SK. ZocDoc.com/SK.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's...
She just downshifted.
On an 18-wheeler.
Get up that hill.
Angel, you swallow a fly?
Oh, my God. It was like a rush of saliva went to the back of my throat, and I was like, I'm about to die.
Girl, I almost died. Let's try it again.
Sorry.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's...
That chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Bangers on 2023. Welcome to Here's the Thing. 2 weeks from now, we'll be in Toronto, Canada, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, what about it?
Yeah.
Eating some poutine, hoping we won't be poutine. You hear me?
Poutine
in the
is not
city.
coochie?
Poutine and coochie? No, poutine is fries with gravy. Gravy and cheese on it.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, poutine.
It's cheese curds.
Cheese curds, man.
And you're not going to catch me slipping
Curds
and then
away.
call me something. Go ahead.
Toronto and New York. Toronto, as I look at the tickets. Woo!
Woo, woo,
Amen.
Woo, 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 wee.
Drake might need a post from Drake.
Drake
Might
Drizzy.
need a post from Drizzy.
You need to come on,
that's okay. You know what I'm saying? We said we was going to come. We coming. Also, real quick before we start the episode, Angel, our resident NFL correspondent.
Oh. The Cowboys.
What happened to them?
They played a game.
They played a game,
And
Angel.
I'll tell you, the men got on that field. They ran. They caught a ball. Tackles. It was
Angel.
riveting.
Those tackles.
Some astute.
Those tackles.
They
man.
ran on the field. Tackles.
Caught a ball. Dropped the ball.
After tackle, threw the ball.
Yes, they wore blue and white and silver and gold.
Oh, my God.
And they played another team.
They played another team. Well, the other team played. The Cowboys were also in the vicinity of a great game being played. They had the greatest seats, visible seats, to the Packers' complete obliteration. Packers.
Seattle.
Green Bay,
Minnesota.
Right.
That's what I said. My favorite team.
Also in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. It's an M.
It's an M.
There we go.
It's an M. Shout out to the Texans, huh? How about that CJ Stroud?
CJ, that young boy,
Yes.
Angel.
So the position he plays, very important. And I'm glad he's there because it's important to have a CJ on your team. And I'm glad he came to the Cowboys because, or the Packers.
Houston Texans.
When he
I said that too. I said the Texans, CJ Stroud.
The Texans, that is also.
That's a football team.
See, what is interesting is how states can have more than one. Because we do that here in LA.
This city got two.
We got the Rams and the Chargers.
And the Chargers and the 49ers. We got teams all up and through
all
California.
up through the state.
Texas is a big state. My
up and
dad's
through.
friend's lifelong Dallas fan. He burned his jersey.
Your dad?
My dad's friend. And my dad said it's not over, but it was over early.
People really be burning the jerseys.
Oh, it's
when they lose.
burnt.
When they lose. Whose jersey was it, Dak?
I don't know. I couldn't see the jersey. It was already on fire.
They did what they need. CJ needs to just drive about 6 hours over round and go help the friends at the Dallas Cowboys.
At the Dallas.
I hope we never stop this segment. I hope you never learn anything more than you already know. All right. Most Def was asked about Yasin Bey, parentheses, Most Def. And y'all know black folks, mama named him Clay, I'm going to call him Clay. We're really bad about that. That's why people believe I'm Mr. Stage or Mr. On Stage.
Kevon.
My name is Kevon.
Kevon.
Kevon. That's a great way to tell. When people email me, like they want to book a guest on the podcast, they're like, hey, Kevon.
You talk about the one from last week?
Yes. We love the podcast you do. Here's the thing with my favorite episode, and it's always the most recent episode that we did. It's never our most popular episode, the one people love.
That's just like the promo we did.
1,000%.
Yes.
It's like, why I love you in that angle. It's just Kevon and Angela.
Angela is just hysterical. So you don't know them people. Because of the person,
No.
I thought you knew the people.
No.
And I was like, why does this look like spam, though?
It is spam. They just didn't know it yet.
But that is the person. Is that a boogie or
A booger?
Oh, no.
Another gray hair in my nose? It
I don't
been
know.
in there.
But this one was
I
trying
can't
to be
tell.
a hoe and it curved out. You might have hit it when you
it's a
did
gray
this.
hair.
Hit that left.
Okay.
All right. So if you weren't aware of Most Def's, what
Come
he
on,
said,
you can do it.
You're doing good.
he was asked, I'll just let y'all listen to it. And we're not going to put the video up. We like to do it like this.
Like, is Drake hip hop? Why are you doing this to me?
Drake is
my
pop
favorite
to me.
part of the video.
In the sense, like, if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's
Commercial music, yeah.
shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean, I
It's
get
commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's-
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
So many products. So many
SKUs.
So many SKUs.
So many SKUs.
Look at all these SKUs.
So many SKUs.
Oh, so many products.
So much merchandising, so many barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Oh, this is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great.
This one thing made me think about. Oh, is it done?
Okay.
No, he's got the most important
What
thing to say.
happens when this thing collapses? What happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that at this present hour? Are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? Buying and selling, where's the message that I can use?
Right.
What's in it for your audience apart from like banging the pom-poms?
All right.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Sorry, hush, girl. Hold on. Give me 1 second, because this is what I really, this is what I think. And I don't know. Oh, here it is. Jay-Z, this is my thought. All right. Jay-Z has a lyric in a song called Moment of Clarity. Okay? James Z, if you want to use his full name.
Sean.
No,
Carter.
His name is
Sean
James.
Sean.
Z. All right.
W.
When your sense, let me find it.
You should have gave him a last name too.
There we go.
James Zabraster.
All right, this is just listen to this little piece.
Listen.
All right. The music business hate me because the industry ain't make me. Hustlers and boosters embrace me and the music I be making. I dumb down for my audience and double my dollars. They criticize me for it, yet they all yell, holla. If skill sold, truth be told, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I did 5 mil and I ain't been rhyming like common sense. In my estimation, Drake has taken this idea that Jay-Z was talking about to astronomical levels. He has said, and I'm not saying he's said this, and I must also say, this is a person, me, who does not consume album after album, song after song of Drake.
Oh, right.
I enjoy Drake passively when he's out, the songs that bubble to the top, that are summer bangers. It's been a while. I think Views, I was listening to Views. I got about 6 songs in. I said, Views ain't for me. Pregnant Baby cover.
Yeah. Baby.
Baby,
emoji,
baby, baby.
Emoji.
Same thing. I was listening. About 6, 7. Josh was hyped. We was on a plane. It came out at midnight. We was on a red eye. Josh was like, Drake. I was born in 1993. I said, let me be hyped with my boy Josh.
Yeah.
Turned it on. Before they said, put your seatbelts on, I said,
No.
let me go ahead and it's just not for me. But I feel like Drake has mastered the understanding of what is popular. He is synthesized. It's like, and I'm not, this is not an admonishment. I really am trying to
I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
you know how like algorithms work and all that
Yes.
type of stuff.
He's
and like
mastered the
the last
algorithm.
Mission Impossible, the villain was an algorithm, basically. It's like Drake has data points, popular lingo, popular artists, popular music types, and he has an ability to see the next talent up, and he capitalizes on the music type, the artist, the moment, the lyric, the feeling that is happening in the zeitgeist, and he makes music about it quicker and more palpable than probably anybody else. Right? He's just good at that. And I don't think he has ever, will ever, may ever try to do anything else.
Why would he? Why should he?
I don't think
He has a 767 or a 747. He has a plane that's bigger than Southwest planes. I think it's a 747.
Wow.
His plane, I think, is as big as Air Force One.
767. Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, it's either 47 or 67. But I know they didn't make it in Renton. Them big planes, they was made in Everett.
It's a flipped cargo jet.
Okay, then it's either a 47 or a 67. Ain't no 737. Now, 737 is Southwest, all them planes 737. It's also big for a private plane. To get a cargo plane, that's like the president. So I think Drake said, I want to be the best ever. And he's defined best as success.
I think a lot of people define that as success is how much money has the person made. Now, the thing about art, and rap is a part of art, or hip hop is a part of art. There is skill, and there are things that are subjective. Me not being a Drake fan, I can say that there is a skill that he has perfected, which you just kind of broke down. He is like the influencer of rap.
Yeah.
To me, like understanding what the trend is and also knowing how to create the trend.
Yes.
Which does not always lean on lyrical depth all the time or even quality. You know, at one point in time, pranks, couples pranks were the thing.
Yes.
And to grow online. And
You mean the very obviously completely non-fabricated,
Bangers.
completely believable pranks?
yes, shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me.
Yes.
There we go. There is the couples prank.
Coochie breathe.
Let that coochie breathe. And so while I've always just figured Drake's music wasn't for me because every time I listened to it, it sounded like I needed to be on drugs.
right
to enjoy it. And I was like, well, I don't do the drugs, so I can't do the sad boy or the like. It's about a bear. I was like, I can't. This is not for me. So I get what most deaths analogy is that it is a lot of product. It is a lot. That's what makes me think of like it's kind of like he's kind of like an influencer, because even with influencers, there is like this there's a lifespan that you have where you eventually kind of either have to make a shift or you die off.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that shift is going to be for him.
I think it's just going to be him stopping making music because there's no losing for him when it comes to making money off of his music right now.
It's me. I saw this on the internet videos. Like, I don't believe in all of them. I don't think they're all funny. I just be making them because I know they work, because I know how the internet works. I'm not even saying I'm better than Drake. I do, on the other hand, get excited about my bigger projects, taking my swings. Now, all that being said, my personal opinion about Drake, he's absolutely hip hop. He's actually a humongous student of hip hop. He is almost a rap historian, if you ask me, if you like really follow him. And I think, so Mos Def, first of all, two things. OGs rarely respect the people that come under them, the best of them. And that's regardless of genre.
Especially that backpack rap era.
Yeah, but even in comedy, even in basketball, like 90s basketball players just
Cat respects you?
Cat
Williams?
Cat Williams.
Yes, he does. He does. He said that in the podcast, not the Shannon Sharp one. That was the one I said. You said my name in another podcast, but had you said it in that one?
Oh, would you have
had you? Was I waiting? Was I?
Come on, say my name.
They probably cut it out. They probably cut it out
for time. But he said it before.
Right.
People didn't send it to me.
They're transcribing. They would sell Kev on stage.
Listen, if you ever watch old basketball players, Charles Oakley and them, back in my day, none of that Steph Curry wouldn't have happened because we was banging and, just this, their whole basketball was basically fighting. In the 80s and 90s, we could hand check like, nowadays LeBron and them, there ain't no defense being played. Football. Now y'all got concussions? Y'all we didn't have no. All we had was getting your bell rung
now
and smelling salts.
There's gonna on the bill. I think in November there's gonna be something on there to prohibit kids under 12 playing tackle football in California.
They should.
I
agree. They should.
Because my son wants to play football, and I was like, boy.
Yeah, they should. They should. So it's not unusual that the OG of an industry doesn't necessarily respect somebody coming, probably 15, 20 years after him?
Well, because they have made, the way has gotten easier. And more than likely due to the work of the person that came ahead
For sure.
But it's just like, well, you did that, nigga. You shouldn't have made the way so smooth. You should have left the rocks and rubble for me to fight through. But instead, I'm over here ice skating up in here. So sorry, I don't have to actually sell drugs now.
Right.
To have something to rap about. So sorry. I don't have to have gone to prison.
Unless you're Pusha T, no one wants to hear you about selling cocaine and drugs and all this in 2024.
We're now at the age where the rappers are talking about the drugs they're doing. And I was like, wow, that used to not be a thing. It used to be about how much weight you push. Now they're like, I'm gone off of Molly X and all this other stuff. And it's just like, we doing the drugs?
Yeah.
We's doing. So I do think, but I actually agree with Mos Def.
That Drake is pop?
Oh, I definitely think Drake is pop. Way more than hip hop. I think he's pop with the hip hop flair. It's kind of like, I'm trying to think of who else. What's his name? Flow Rider.
Flow Rider?
He is pop.
Shorty got low.
The way those white moms and kids got up on that stage.
Apple bottom jeans.
And this is when you know. This is when you know you've crossed over to pop. And that's why he makes so much money. Is when the dance they were all doing on stage was Shorty got low. When you get that hip switch, and I feel like that is one of the reasons why Drake has made so much money, is because he is not a purist when it comes to hip hop. He is definitely all about that pop. And I'm not mad at him for it.
Yeah.
I'm really not mad at him. And I'm not mad at you if you decide to seek a therapist or a psychiatrist, right? Because it would be helpful, okay? And to find the time to actually meet with them and afford them, whoo, Lord, that would be amazing. Well, try Talkspace. By doing everything online, Talkspace has made getting the help you want easy, accessible, and affordable. I see my therapist online. Why? Because when would I have time to do it? We are not living in a day and age where we just have all this free time on our hands, right? The world expects so much more from us now. Not only are we supposed to work, we're supposed to now be involved in our children's school. My mother used to drop me off and then she would see me at night. Now, these schools expect you to come to performances at 12 o'clock in the day. Or, you have other things, the church or whatever have you. Where's the time for you to actually drive to somebody's office, sit there and talk for an hour, then reconnect with yourself before you go back out in the world? It just doesn't exist for a lot of people. So for me, having the ability to see my therapist online allows me to be more efficient in my day while also taking care of my mental and emotional health. Well, Talkspace can make a huge difference in your life if you give it a try. With Talkspace, you can sign up online and get a personalized match with a provider that is right for you, typically within 48 hours. It's incredibly convenient to do virtual sessions with your licensed therapist from the comfort of your home. There's no need to commute to appointments, miss time at work, or line up childcare in order to attend sessions. It's mental health care made easy. Talkspace is secure and private, using the latest end-to-end bank-grade encryption technology to store client information, complying with the latest HIPAA regulations. Talkspace is affordable and in-network with most major insurers. As a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K.
To match with a licensed therapist today. Go to Talkspace.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K.
To get $80 off your first month and show your support for this show. That's Talkspace.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K. So pop music is short for popular music. In the last 15, 20 years, but especially the last 5 to 10 years, hip hop has become popular music, right? Michael Jackson was the king of pop, and most would argue that he did it making a lot of R&B music, right? He started off making his solo music, at least. He had a lot of disco, like off the walls, very disco infused. And then he was like, man, we off disco, I'll make my own type of thing, right? I do feel like Drake is hip hop. Or I feel like there should be a subcategory. You know how like R&B has neo soul, and here's the other thing. Mos Def is coming from the point of view of a lyrical person who he be talking about stuff. And I think the reason he says that about Drake is you could argue as far as lyrical content, what they rap about, not skill wise, the things they choose to rap about. Mos Def and Drake are on far ends of the spectrum. Like, I don't know when y'all remember, Mos Def changed the name to Yasin Bey. He got waterboarded to show what the conditions were like at Guantanamo Bay. There was a time where people didn't know if he was going to be able to get back into the United States.
He's an
for the stuff he
anomaly.
did. Yeah, but him, Talib, somebody on Twitter, they were being funny. They were like, yeah, man, he be doing them peace God raps. And I was like,
Oh my God.
I don't want to call it that, but there's certain rappers whose lyrical content, you know what I'm saying? They be talking about the meat of the matter.
Jay Electronica.
Jay Elect.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the, maybe probably not friend of the pod. I don't know.
He's
He knows
a
who
degree
is.
away. I'm a
Degree away?
Absolutely.
Okay. I didn't think you knew about it. So Drake is very like, it's so funny, and this is not, I'm not being funny. when Drake drops a new song, because I often don't listen right away, I'll start to see tweets and a lot of Instagram captions of people saying the same thing. And I'm like, what, where is this coming from? And lo and behold, within 3 hours, it's lyrics from Drake's song. It's something Drake done said. That's why I feel like he's very smart. I do feel like he's still hip hop. Or could we create a subgenre called hip hop?
That's what somebody said. He's hip hop.
I would take just the pop, because hip hop, because the thing is like, and also Flo Rida and Drake, you wildin'. You wildin' for that.
I'm not saying they're the same person. I am saying their reach.
Oh yeah. But I think Flo Rida
With the A, Kevin.
Flo Rida, my bad. And also it took me a long time to realize he just put a space between Florida and was like, this is my name now. And Flo Rida there's not a better state to do that.
No. And it's a fire name as well.
Texas.
He's the
Alabama.
He rides the flow.
He rides the flow.
Tide.
Roll that gum tide. Blitz, Bama, blitz, baby.
Someone got to check on Roll Tide Willie,
Don't
man.
give him no piss about nothing but the tide. I do, actually, because the University of Washington head coach is now coaching Alabama. And all the good players started, they're not coming no more.
Oh, no.
They're just like, as soon as he got the job, they were like, decommitted. And I was just
I
like,
don't want to be there no more.
And then they had a good offensive coordinator, and they didn't hire him either because
We
you
did sports before.
Sorry.
Let's go back.
Roll that on time.
I said I did it already.
We did it.
Washington not gonna have another chance, man. You needed to win. Flo Rida and Drake. Flo Rida and Drake.
What about it?
Oh yeah, somebody could have did Washington. Or Gone.
Kev, you can still do Washington.
New York would have been great. Somebody could be, boy, I'm New York. But it's too much. So anyway, I think they're opposite in the spectrum. I think
You were saying something about Drake and Flo Rida.
I just said you was wild for comparing them like that. But I think Drake and Mos Def are opposite ends of the spectrum. But I don't feel like that takes Drake out of hip hop, right?
I'm not taking him out as an insult.
What are you taking him out as a category?
I'm not
categorically.
Categorically,
what makes him not hip hop? What makes him not hip hop?
I think because he's way more pop. He's way more popular music. I think Drake makes what's popular. It's not about him making hip hop. We listened to him sing a whole song. You used to call me on my cell phone.
Which is an Erykah Badu flip.
When you need my
Which sampling is
hip
ode
hop.
to hip hop.
They sample in R&B all the time too.
Listen, I was about to say I'll die on this hill. It's not that important to me.
Oh, no.
I will argue on this hill for a while until I get hungry.
It's a good argument.
And then I'll leave. Because is Silento hip hop?
Is who?
Silento.
Silento.
I watched me whip.
Hey.
And watch me nay nay.
Ooh.
Is he hip hop?
Why would what
He's in jail also.
That's what he is.
He hip hop.
So
He's in that category.
But people say Kanye wasn't hip hop when he came out.
LaToya, I
That's
do
a
too
great
qualify
argument.
for this debate. I qualify. I listen to a lot of hip hop.
That's a great argument.
And I'm a signed artist, so I qualify for this debate.
You better flip that hair. Hold on, Angel.
I'm sorry. Is Angel not hip hop?
I
Angel ain't hip-hop?
qualify. I qualify.
Y'all ain't got no love for the deaf, bro. Y'all ain't got no love for the spot. And this one, she was only at 3 million. We hit over 10 M's, us together.
Angel got plaques. How is she not hip hop?
Platinum plaques.
Listen, I am trying to be a pop artist. Let's
It was
be
white
clear.
women that loved your song.
That's when
You know what's funny about this? This is what happened to Whitney Houston.
She got thrown into pop when she wanted to be R&B, but she was singing pop songs.
And black folks was booing her.
I know.
Damn.
They were like,
They said
what?
Whitney ain't black. She said she wasn't black though. They said she don't make black music. Happened to Lizzo as well. If you cross over too much, black folks be like, well, go over there and be with them then.
I would say Lizzo is way more pop too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is not the first nor last time we'll have this debate about an artist.
So what I'm saying is, me saying Drake is pop, I am not trying to diss him and saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's pop because I see his music as more popular
Right.
music. I am not necessarily listening for whether or not Drake raps or sings or does both in the song, I know it's going to cling more to what is popular
For sure.
at the time versus it being a like Jay-Z. I just know he's going to sound like Jay-Z. He's not going to more likely
I
be
agree with
singing.
you.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only
Drake
reason why.
will ride a wave for sure.
That is why
he
I
will ride a
consider
wave.
her.
That is what popular. Here's the other thing that I want to say because I do agree with that. You can say, and I do believe you're not meaning Drake is pop as an insult.
Yeah, I don't.
Most Def was absolutely
Oh, yeah.
being insulting because he was like, it's shopping music like a shopping mall in Target. A Target in Houston is where you'll hear a Drake song. I made a funny video about it to promote the Toronto show that's happening February 2nd in Toronto. And somebody was like, I live in Houston. They be playing Drake in Target. That's Drake's. So if you listen, right, here's an example. In LA, you have 94.7 The Wave, which is the hits of today and yesterday. Then you have I don't know what the hip hop station is called, but they have that number. I don't really listen to it. And then they have Ryan Seacrest, which is top 40, right? And that's just top 40s. Drake is usually the only rapper whose music makes it on the top 40 Ryan Seacrest station.
That's pop music.
Even though, Kendrick Lamar songs be popping, they don't go from the
they're
hip hop
not- they
station
don't
over
go
to.
There's a lot of hip hop artists that have had pop moments. Like Kendrick Lamar had a Taylor Swift. He gave Taylor Swift a verse for Bad Blood.
Snoop,
Yes.
Katy Perry.
Oh, Snoop is definitely.
Snoop would do a.
He'll jump over the pop real fast.
But no one ever argues that Snoop's not hip hop.
Because I do think he has a stronger era inside of hip hop.
And you feel like Snoop is moonlighting when he's doing those.
Yes, he's
versus
like, is there a check over there, Pop? Come, let me get it.
Quick aside, and we'll come back to this Drake argument. Y'all know that Snoop commercial?
I saw
Smoke.
this.
I don't smoke.
I don't smoke. That smokeless, and it was actually promoting a smokeless fire pit.
Yeah.
The ad didn't lead to hardly no new smokeless fire pits being sold,
They're
and
expensive.
the CEO got fired because their EBITDA was down.
They stopped running the ad.
Yeah, they was like the ad was great. They was like it was one of the best ads of the year. It led to nothing.
It was a clever
for
caption.
them.
The
and
caption
that
I saw
is
that
what I
said
be
that it
trying to tell
backfired.
people about influencers, followers,
Oh, yeah.
and stuff that people like. We knew Snoop wasn't smoking, wasn't gonna stop smoking. And that product is not a product that people who love Snoop care about. Had that been an edibles thing,
Yeah.
if Snoop said, I got a new edible, you would have seen it. If it was a vape, something related to smoking, but a fire pit, we was all just like, what is he really promoting? Oh, that? Haha, that's crazy. Snoop got that check. And we moved on with our lives.
We are not, it's not that we're looking for Snoop's opinion on fire pits.
We were just curious.
Even if his followers are people who like fire pits,
Yeah.
they're not looking for his opinion on it, is what I'm saying. Like, my followers are not actually looking for my opinion in sports.
Yeah.
To be like, that's who I should.
Yes, for sure.
That's who I should be watching. So that's why that didn't translate. Bless his heart. Bless the CEO's heart, who's now unemployed.
So I'm curious, y'all who are watching in Patreon, you guys are our market research to the wider world. I'm going to just ask this yes or no. Is Drake hip hop? Just type yes or no in the comments. I'm going to read out a few and then we're going to move on to our next
I think
thing.
a lot of them see him as hip hop, and that's
No, yes, no. No. Yes.
it's a lot of no's.
Wow, this chat's
No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes,
It's
no, yes, no,
way more
yes, yes,
no's
yes,
than
no, no.
yeses.
It's a lot of no's. Dang. Okay, let me ask another question. Pause. Was Drake ever hip hop? Do you think he, in your
His
mind, did
mixtapes
he
were.
phase out at some point? Because I don't remember this argument during his mixtape era, his early era with Young Money. I feel like in the last
With Young Money.
5 years, right, this has come up more, but it didn't come up early in
Well,
his
he's emptying. They're saying skews because he's emptying the tank now that he's out of his Young Money deal. Now he's making all of his money back on his masters, so he's putting out more music at like an exponential. That's why he's put out like an album or two a year in the past 3 years.
Yeah, I didn't know that's why he did that. I did
yeah.
notice he released a lot of music.
What was some of his early songs? Because I can't remember.
Shorty, you my everything. You the better,
Best ever had,
How does
How does the best I know that one. How does the best I
That's it.
Last name,
Oh,
greatest. First name.
That's
He
the
did a
Sprite
lot of that.
commercial.
Is that the same song?
That was a Sprite commercial.
Oh, that wasn't a song?
No, but that was the
Oh, it
song
became-
that they synced it to the Sprite commercial.
Okay, there was a couple of things he was doing that. Yo, to be this, yo, to be that. Like everybody was rapping like that. Was it Hotline Bling? Was that the moment that it started? Where people started commercial? Because early on, it was like people respect. I feel like people respected Drake.
I feel like it happened a little bit before that.
Before nothing was the same. Was that the one with the clouds? Nothing was the same.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at his
That was
album
right
discography.
before. Yeah,
That'll
I
help.
would say
So Far Gone, we say hip hop.
I would say
Thank Me Later, hip hop.
after,
If you're reading this too late,
what was the future Drake?
More Life. No, Nothing Was the Same was 2013. More
What
Life.
a Time to Be Alive. After What a Time to Be Alive and Views is where the crossover kind of happened of him kind of like, I feel like coming more of a diverse artist, because that's when Views is also the same the same album when One Dance was on.
I wonder.
There we come on.
So
What-
16, 17,
So that's
18.
when I feel like
There
he
we go.
crossed over a different crossoverable moment.
Because that's before Hotline Bling, right?
That was the same
Hotline
album.
Bling was.
That was the same album.
But
Was
it came
Views?
out.
But
Was it,
Hotline Bling, they ran that for like 6 months before.
what
It was on the Views
one-
album?
It was on the Views album. It's the last song. It's like the bonus song.
What,
Is it
that
just
the-
thrown on to add
Yeah.
to everything they have?
Yeah.
Is that the one, the album where he says turn the Twitter fingers into trigger fingers into
No.
Twitter fingers? Is that
I'm not
before?
gonna be able to place that
No,
to an album.
I don't know if that was on an album.
So it seems like
It wasn't. It was just a.
Dang, this nigga
single?
had
I think
released
that
a lot of
was
music.
that was the Meek Mill diss track.
Yes,
I don't think
that was all
Oh,
depth.
that might have been on Views.
It's the Views album. That's when I realized. So I'll go through periods of time where I don't listen to the radio at all.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear any popular music at all. I was
think
in an era of
that might be on
listening
if
to
you're reading
music. And it was during this where I really got to hear a lot of Drake songs because they played them a lot on the radio. Like almost every other song, either Drake was featured in a song or was a Drake song. And that's when I realized, oh, you aren't for me. It's not that,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're bad. I'm not saying you're good. I'm not saying anything other than you're not for me.
So
per
what
se.
you guys are saying is, after Views, nothing was the same.
I think so.
You guys can thank me later.
Oh my God. Oh, not the pause.
If that's true, then wait, what was his first mixtape, Josh? Because the first thing on Wikipedia says "Thank Me Later."
That's what
It
I
was
Thank me
the
later.
one-
Take care. Nothing was the same.
It was the one where he's
If
like
you're
in
reading
front
this,
of a
it's
bunch
too
of
late.
fall trees. Hold on.
Is that?
Fall trees.
No. It's
Because he did
Comeback Season.
mixtape.
I think Comeback Season was his first mixtape.
Okay, Comeback Season 07.
Oh, let's pull
Take Care is technically considered a mixtape, right?
It's a studio album.
No, that's an album.
Yeah.
I feel like most people either, if you're reading this is too late, I feel like
Oh, Take Care is definitely an album.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
it?
studio album.
Yeah. That was the one that people argue to be his quote unquote
his
classic.
classic, right? So then we're saying the consensus must be after, if you're reading this is too late, 2015, starting with Views is where the metamorphosis happened out of hip hop,
Yeah.
right? If that's what, is that what you're saying? Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Okay. Anyway, we'll leave the rest of you guys' discussions real quick before we go to the next topic. We must say big shouts to two black women winning Emmys. Like,
Let me tell you.
you go ahead as an actress.
They picked them things up like they were just picking up a piece of clothing to throw on.
She says, "This me. Let me go ahead and take this."
Yeah,
Emmy.
let me go take.
God bless y'all.
Let me put this on real quick. So the Emmys are spread across about 3 different award ceremonies.
Okay, because I said the Emmys hadn't happened yet. Because
No,
I
they
know
had-
Tab won for the creative Emmys.
Yeah.
Or Children
No,
and Family.
Children and Family, then
Kiki
there's the-
won for the daytime.
The creative, so they have. Well, then there's 4. So there's the creative Emmys. I forgot about daytime, but she didn't win in daytime. She won for creative.
Okay, cool.
There's daytime Emmys, which I don't know if we've even had yet. There is the Emmys that just happened yesterday.
That's the TV Emmys.
Yeah, but not daytime TV.
The primetime Emmys.
Yeah.
The nighttime Emmys.
Nighttime, close your eyes Emmys. There's the creative Emmys, so that's when people like editors and costumers and not writers, I don't believe. Maybe writers get Emmys. And this year there was a influx of Black women Emmy winners. Those who I think we expected to win, and some that might have been surprises that you all might not have known of. Niecy Nash, I do believe, won her second Emmy.
Big niece.
She won for the people, the man that be eating people.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jesus.
The man that be eating people.
Friend of the pod, Quinta Bronson won for lead actor. Is that I said it wrong? Bronson. Listen, I love you. Brunson does sound better than Braun.
That big phobia on you.
Brunson
It be
does
on us,
sound right.
Brunson. Quinta Brownstone.
Brownstone. We're so proud she won for Abbott Elementary. That is a hard category to win in.
Nigga.
Hard.
42 years.
Hard category.
That's how long it's
That's
taken for a
insane.
Black woman to win in that category.
Tracy Ellis Ross. What do you? She won. Did she win
I
for?
think
It
supporting.
was something else.
Quinta
Supporting?
Brownson won for lead.
Hold on.
I think the last person won, if I'm not mistaken, like
30
the
It was like
Jeffersons.
30 plus. It was something
It
ridiculous.
was 42 years. Wheezy?
Is that right? I could have. No.
Yes.
She won for lead actress in a comedy series.
Who?
Tracy Ellis Ross. Oh no, she was nominated.
I was like, I don't remember Tracy winning.
Wait a minute. No, she has win.
Okay, she has win.
She has won. No, she won in 2018.
Is it for supporting though?
No, lead actress
In a comedy?
in a comedy series. Y'all, don't make me hurt y'all. Outstanding lead actress in a comedy series.
Nominee.
She was winner. I typed in winner. Winner.
Then why they said 42 years nobody won?
I don't know.
That was a Golden Globe, Angel.
Well, I put in Emmy.
That was a Golden Globe.
You're right. It says Television Academy. I put in Emmy and they pulled
Oh,
up
that's
this.
Google said, girl, we're going to give you the fastest results, not necessarily the best or the right.
But no, again, it still says well, anyways, congratulations. Get back to the subject at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Quinta, Tracy, not Tracy Ellis Ross, Niecy Nash. Obviously, we had the girl from Bear. Say her name so I don't mess it up.
Ayo Edebiri.
Come on and say it
The
right.
Irish Queen. There's a whole running joke about her being from Ireland. She's obviously from Boston.
Oh, okay.
But even the Ireland Twitter thing was like, shout out to our homie, man. Ayo Edebiri. I think it's Edebiri. Ayo, my bad. Ayo.
Unfortunately,
Ayo.
Black Lady Sketch Show was snubbed for its fourth year and final year.
It was winning for editing a lot, though.
Yeah, this second year for editor. They've had a director win as well. There were about, I want to say, 6 women who won in big categories this year. Let me pull up all of them so I can read them off. Emmy winners, Black women. Yeah, it says, wow, it does say in 40 years. Goodness gracious.
42. Wheezy Jeff. You know how long 42 years ago? You was only one. You just found out who your daddy was.
Listen, I said, Martin. Martin, why?
The Asians was winning too. The Asians and blacks. That means the next 3 years you can forget about it. You Negroes, you shut up and keep it to yourself.
The Emmys, I will say, has we've had a lot of wonderful Black women that have gotten to come through the Emmys. I feel like they're a little more like, we need to see more diversity in the people that actually are nominated and win as compared to the Oscars, where it's just like, are you white? You're not? we would like for you to go sit down because this is not it.
Get you.
Also, want to give a shout out to Nefertari Spencer, who's one of the writers on the Emmys. Nefertari, if you don't know who she is, you should find out who she is. She's probably written on every major. You know who Nefertari is, don't you? Mm-hmm. You don't. I would have expected you knew her. She is.
Is her name Nefertiti?
No.
Oh no, they messed it up.
It's
Nefertari. I have seen this woman's face.
Yes, she be everywhere.
Was she on Southside?
Yes.
She was that girl on Southside.
Yes, with the finger waves.
Man.
And all the hair. She is.
Oh, that pissed me off so bad they canceled Southside.
I know. We watched that. I was born on the Southside.
Oh my God, that show was so funny.
Hold on, I'm about to tell y'all a couple more people, and then I'm gonna go into this ad read for that. But we had Storm Reed.
Storm Reed. She won for guest actress for Last of Us, I believe.
Yes, for The Last of Us.
Yeah, Cat Williams won one of those too for Atlanta.
Storm is Zendaya's sister, right?
On Euphoria.
No, like blood sister though.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
Zendaya's last name Johnson, I believe.
They just light skin.
I thought they were sisters.
No. And then they just light skin. And of course, Keke Palmer being winning out the Old Boys Club, winning as a game show top.
Yeah, she won for Password.
So congratulations to all these women and men. Who's that boy that played on the soccer team thing?
Ted Lasso?
Black one.
Coleman. Today's last name is Coleman.
Black. Come on, get there.
Ted Lasso black?
He played the Nigerian dude that was like trolling him. He trolled the other Nigerian dude. Come on, somebody. Black man, Ted Lasso. He funny black dude.
I did not. Is this the final season of Ted Lasso?
He was also on a different.
Sam Richardson? He wasn't in there.
Y'all don't know who I'm
Coleman Domingo? He wasn't in Ted Lasso.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you see his face, you're going to be like, yes. You remember the black dude on Ted Lasso? The one that was sleeping with the white lady?
Sam.
His nemesis. Who wanted him to come to the Nigerian team. He said no. And so
Sam Richardson.
I don't know the boy's name.
Is it?
And you said he wasn't on there.
I don't remember. You talking about him.
Yes.
Sam Richardson, yeah.
Congratulations to him as well for winning for guest star.
Oh, he won it?
Yes.
For Ted Lasso?
No.
Oh, for something else.
For something else. But he also was walked away with the Emmy. The Emmys be liking black folks. And we appreciate it because a lot of these award shows don't. And the Emmys is one that be like, we see you.
We do.
In Emmys, we see you. And our good friend Tabitha Brown.
T Breezy.
Emmy Award winner.
That's what everybody calls Tab now.
T Breezy?
T Breezy.
T Breezy.
Because Brown.
Oh, do they? Mm-hmm. Well, you might not be able to win an Emmy, but you can win a box of HelloFresh.
It's basically the same thing.
It's the same thing, but only healthier because if you've ever bitten into an Emmy, you'll break your teeth. But with HelloFresh, you can get fresh, farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Don't let recipe boredom strike because HelloFresh has more options than ever before. Dig into their biggest menu yet with over 45 dinner options to choose from weekly and even more market add-on items that suit any lifestyle. Make saving time your breeziest solution by quick, convenient recipes delivered right to you. Just choose your meals and select your delivery day. HelloFresh handles the meal planning and shopping. So all you have to do is open your weekly box of pre-portioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes to get cooking. This time of year, everyone's looking to revamp their eating habits. Look to HelloFresh for wholesome, health-forward options like over 30 calorie smart and protein smart recipes each week. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and HelloFresh agrees. In fact, they're giving all subscribers free breakfast for life. That means you can enjoy a totally free breakfast item with every single HelloFresh delivery. Now that's worth waking up for. We use HelloFresh every day. We made some, black bean quesadillas last night. It was so good. Had some Tex-Mex paste in there, some a Mexican blend of cheese, as well as some mozzarella. And it had some sauteed green peppers up in that thing. It was so fast to make, and the kids loved it, and so did I. Go to HelloFresh.com/SKFree.
SK free.
And use code SKFree.
SK free.
For a free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/SKFree.
SK free.
With code SKFree.
SK free.
America's #1 meal kit. Oh my God. I really thought that so Tracy Ellis Ross, like I said, must have won for a supporting actress, because I do believe she has an Emmy under her belt. So does Issa, but I don't know in what category.
I don't know.
Or is it a go? I could have sworn Issa has but it might be for like the actual show.
Let's see. Awards and nominations. Tracy Ellis Ross won a. She's been wearing a lot of NAACP Image Awards.
You said she did?
She's won a lot.
Yeah,
Golden
so has
Globe,
Marseille.
Best Actress, Television Series, Musical, or Comedy. That's 2017. Mm-hmm. Screen Actors Guild Award, Outstanding Performance by Ensemble.
So no Emmy.
Outstanding. No.
Okay.
She's won she won the NAACP Image Award like for 8 years in a row almost.
If you look at Marseille, I think she even beats her. Marseille
Yeah.
was winning in 2 categories.
She
in
was
kid category and as supporting lead actress. And I felt so bad for those adults.
I have some friends who were like,
So do I.
Marseille Martin beat me I could not beat that baby.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. And Marseille was killing it.
Absolutely,
So
she
It
was.
was kind of like,
And her dad and I used to get our haircuts at the same barbershop. Didn't even know Marseille Martin was his daughter for
Is
4
that how y'all
years.
met?
That's how me and Josh met.
oh,
We
wow.
used to get a haircut in I think it was called Standing on Top or something like that. In the cut.
In the cut. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Me and Marseille did a voiceover job together, and I remember thinking, why is this baby so smart?
Yeah.
that's how
Was
we
that the
met.
second night or third?
We got one more.
We got one more?
No more.
All right.
Congratulations, everybody. I'm so
Congratulations,
happy.
y'all. Also, I want to say this about Quinta Brownstone. To
Quinta
have
Bronston.
watched Quinta Brunson in her first Instagram video where she said, "A large, he got money." I've been on Quinta's fan base train since then. She went from their Instagram, where she just was, it was such a breath of fresh air, to BuzzFeed, to I think it was like Quinta versus everything, or Quinta, she had like sold her show on BuzzFeed,
Yeah.
I believe. She left there, and these are just the highlights. She left there and went to Black Lady Sketch Show. She did, I believe, one season, the pandemic year, 2020, I believe she was on there, to Abbott Elementary.
She did the first season, which was in the pandemic season.
Yeah, it was, or was it?
It was not. The
Was
next
not.
season was the pandemic season. And then, and she did a guest star on that one. And then she did Abbott Elementary, which has been...
That's the path that her and Issa are proof that you can go from where we are. Well, not you, because you started out in Hollywood. Then you came here.
Yeah, I started over there.
You started over there. You came over here.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah.
never really left there.
Yeah, I was.
But I started over here. But they are I'm talking about quantifiable, visible proof that you can go from Quinta. Issa was shooting stuff. Quinta was on her phone.
Yeah.
Them early Quinta videos were on her phone. And I ran into her at an industry event a year or two ago. And I told her all about herself and how proud I was of her. And she said, "You know what, Kev, this keeps me going. I didn't even know if I should do Abbott Elementary until this moment."
Did she really say that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. She was so doubting herself.
She was doubting
She's
herself.
like, I don't know if
She
this is
was
a
like,
hit,
"Kev,
even though they said it was a hit.
Kevin, you're responsible for her current trajectory.
I said she was going to call that show Laquan and them. I said, "Quinta,
Don't do it.
you know better.
girl, Abbott." Also, another quick aside, then we'll move on. Martin and them was on the Emmys, and it was both making me proud and also pissing me off that Tisha Campbell looked outstanding.
I know. I love all that black. You know, she don't usually wear hair that dark for
She
real. It
don't.
looks
Jay
beautiful.
Bolin did his thing.
He is taking over.
He-
And when I tell you, when I get styled by Jay Bolin, know I've arrived.
I won't even talk to you.
I'm not going to
I
let
won't be
you.
able to look. It'd be looking at God with the glory. You're like, your hair might turn blonde.
Okay.
With no dye.
Jay, I'll be like,
Keep your hand, Angel.
that's going to be me right there. That's going to be the pose.
But The fact that Martin and them didn't win no Emmys, I'm going to say this, and I just want to say this. In order to win these awards, it's so interesting how being black in America, right? This country was not built for us, even though it was built by us. White people created these awards to celebrate themselves.
Mm-hmm. Insane.
And then I don't want to be controversial, but I feel like it's kind of ingrained in us because we want to be the best. We want to be noticed for our work, even though you push us down. The unfortunate truth is your show has to be popular or palpable to white people or have white people in it, or they not going to look. Martin and them, boy, move off this Emmy stage. We'll celebrate y'all 30 years after the show went off the air. But when it was on,
they weren't looking at that.
Move, man.
They weren't looking.
Ain't no white people in there, but I'm out of control. You're out of control. This whole party's out of control. That dude. I can't think of his name or his character's name. Living Single and them, they not. Can y'all move?
No, they.
You got your little show.
They saw it and they said,
"We saw it.
That's a good idea."
Living Single. This is we're gonna make the white version of your show, and we gonna give them all the bread. We gonna give them some Emmys.
Oh yeah.
But Khadijah, Overton Wakefield Jones,
No.
Sinclair,
No,
Regine, Max, Kyle.
They said we can't even spell Regine. You want us to nominate you for something? Get out of here.
Get your black butt over to the NAACP Image Awards.
We can spell Chandler. That's what we can spell.
You see what they're giving Tracy Ellis Ross over there? Just go
Dog,
get in line.
she done won 8-9.
They got a golf tournament. We don't have a golf tournament.
Come on. She done won 8-9 over there with the nigga awards.
This year, that's why I said it out loud.
Different world. A different world. This is no hyperbole.
I know my purpose.
They had Aretha Franklin singing the theme song.
Breaking out his song would be hilarious.
You can dish it.
We
can
can
take it.
take it.
Just remember what you've been told. It's a different world. It's a different world.
It's a different world.
It's a different
Than
world.
where you come from.
Than where you come from.
Yeah.
That show made me want to go to college. That's the impact of that show.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would have told me that Hillman was at HBCU and there was other ones like that.
You be like, any college, you'll be fine.
I said, this is what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was based on HBCU. Nobody pulled me aside and El Paso was like, if you go to Georgia.
No.
So that's the impact of those shows for us. Them Emmys don't care.
No, and that's, again, listen.
You want to know a quick story? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Kevin. You love to talk.
You're right. I was at a dinner. There's places in LA that are like super, like the Soho House.
Yeah.
But there's ones that are even elevated more than that. I had a dinner meeting with the big up, and we went to a place like the Soho House.
Yeah.
Nigga, you can't have no phones.
Right.
Guess who was next to me? Lori Loughlin.
Angel, go ahead and let me know
Becky
what you find.
from the Stolen College.
Oh, yeah.
She was writing that. Me and Liz is like, look, you stole your baby into college.
Did you say I was prison?
She was enjoying her white life.
Yeah.
And they put a sticker on your phone. If you're not a member there, if you're a member, you take a picture of somebody, you get kicked out. This is how ridiculous this place is. We had a dinner meeting with the higher up who has the membership. You don't have a membership, you can sit down for 15 minutes from
Keep
your
it moving.
reservation
Get
time.
out of here, bro.
You can't order water until the member is sitting down.
Wow.
You can't have a drink. And if they don't come within 15 minutes, you leave.
Yeah, because you're not a member. Get
I
out.
said,
Get out.
and you want them folks to give us an Emmy? And it was people in there. I said, oh, Lori Loughlin. Ain't nobody gonna take no picture of her. She was having a great day.
Yeah.
She's having a birthday cake all up and through.
She's like, I'm white and I'm rich.
And I'm safe.
I just went to the prison that my father owns. I don't have to worry about this.
I walked in. I was
in
like,
prison in Goodfellas. Y'all seen that? They was in Goodfellas eating regular Italian food in prison. They was like,
yes,
the prison y'all go to? Woo, can't imagine. We eating steaks and spaghetti in
This
here.
is fine right here.
We're thinly slicing garlic.
Yes, listen, we could keep, we could keep on these people's heads about, considering us and taking our work seriously. And there will be change. It'll be very slow. It'll be like pushing a boulder the size of the mountain up the mountain. Okay, that's what it's going to be. And if people feel like it's worth it, then by golly, do it. Like we see the success stories like a Quincy, we see the success stories like a Niecy Nash, and it is inspiring and it makes you want to be like, I want to be the next, I want to achieve it. But we also have to have on the side of our head that like they are fighting against us still.
Listen, it's like the yin and yang of the Republican president leads to a Democratic president. Mm-hmm. A big year for blacks. That next year,
it's gonna swing the other way.
We don't want to hear. Whoever's nominated next year, you can forget about it.
Yeah,
we done gave y'all 3 blacks last year.
Yeah.
Hush.
Yeah.
And also there was this whole big debate, which I think is interesting, kind of based on the Drake debate. The Bears, what Ayo won for, right? And it won in a comedy category. And apparently people are like, the Bears not a comedy. I watched the first season. I laughed, but I would describe it as a dramedy. More than a comedy. Ayo is funny, but I don't think that show is a comedy in the way like Black Lady sketch shows. Like, this is a comedy. Yeah. It is designed to make you laugh. The Bear be having full episodes where nary a joke was tried to be delivered. But I don't think the Emmys are going to be like drama. Like Succession be winning awards. People be like, this is a comedy. I'll be like, Succession is not. Sometimes things are funny, but I don't think it's a comedy.
No, not at all. I'm not sitting here like, what's my next laugh about to be?
Right. These niggas is global domination and family business. They just be fun. Sometimes it'd be funny, but I wouldn't. But there's no dramedy category.
Right. There is no dramedy category, and they're just going to shove you wherever the hell they want to put you, and you just going to sit there and be happy because you get to say you're nominated. You ain't going to be like, this is the wrong cat. Nah, thank you so much for bringing me. That is what the hell you're going to say.
Oppenheimer, God.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you let me be here. So it's just like you got to.
Oh, snap. That was funny, Angel.
While I think you can aspire always to achieve whatever you want to achieve, but also realizing like this is definitely has not been made for you. I still think the Emmys is definitely more inclusive, but the industry as a whole is not very inclusive. That's why you find so many Black artists deciding to do independent films, deciding to finance their own things. This is how you end up with a Issa. This is how you end up with a Kevin. And
Ava DuVernay.
Yes, this is how you end. Ava, first of all, Lord have mercy. I done forgot my soror's name.
Anjanou Ellis Taylor.
Thank you, God, for thank you for not making me wait.
We could be a taboo dynamo. This is also what it's like to be married to Melissa, who in her big fours, that name be up in there, but in her brain it'd be smoky and cloudy over everything but the name be in there. All the accomplishments, what they look like, that person's name, Angel been like Ray when they see us.
Listen, I was
she
like,
got three. She got the hyphen.
She's the best.
She's the best.
All she got to do is show up on screen and do this. Like she did on Color Purple, and we like, Color Purple. She literally stood behind that baby in the mirror.
We was like,
and I felt all the pain of slavery. I felt it in her eyes. That is how good that woman is. That's how good she is. She's so magnificent. She don't even live out here. That's how good she is. She ain't even got to be here no more.
Mississippi and Georgia. I talked to her yesterday on my Instagram live.
There you go.
I really did.
I believe you. She's an amazing person. But she was out there during one of the award shows handing out flyers for Origin.
No, that was at a movie theater.
Movie theater, whatever.
But yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Shouldn't have to be out there like that. But she was.
That is what I am saying.
Oh, I'm with you, Angel.
We as Black people, we as people of color, we have to still be willing to make our own stuff. While you can aspire to grab anything you want, to have anything you want, just know if you think it's going to be an easy ride, It's not. You know what also isn't easy sometimes?
What's that, Angel?
Your health. Oh my goodness. Oh. Because everybody think they be having a solution. It'd be like, oh, it's too good to be true. They're like, oh yeah, you could do this and it'll only be 18 days. And you're like, oh my God, is that for real? And half the time they are lying. They are just lying to you. Mm-hmm. So if you can spot a too good to be true health hack from a mile away and read labels like it's your job, congratulations, you're a skeptic. And Ritual knows that every good skeptic deserves a multivitamin that exceeds your standards. They're clinically backed, essential for women 18 plus. Multivitamin has high quality, traceable key ingredients in a clean, bioavailable form. Listen, today's days are shorter. Okay, we in the winter time. This is the time that you need to be getting your vitamin D in, okay? Because vitamin D, a lot of people get some of their vitamin D from the sun. But if you're not out in the sun, guess what? You ain't getting vitamin D. So you need to add it to your diet. 97% of women ages 19 to 50 are not getting enough vitamin D from their diet. Rituals essential for women's 18 plus have shown to increase vitamin D levels by 43% in a clinical study. I love Rituals Essentials for Women 18 plus because one, it's a delayed release capsule. And baby, I know me about some vitamins. And if you ain't got a delayed release capsule, what are we doing?
What are we doing without that delayed release, baby?
What are we even doing?
Got to have that delayed release.
Right, because I needed to release where my body's going to be able to absorb the nutrients. And I only got to take 2 of these bad boys a day. Count me in. Sign me up. A clinically backed multivitamin for women 18 plus with high quality, traceable key ingredients in a clean bioavailable form, 9 key nutrients and 2 delayed release capsules per day that optimize your body's absorption. Only about 1% of supplement brands on the market have the USP verified mark, which shows that the product contains the ingredients actually listed on the label. Ritual multivitamins are vegan, non-GMO, project verified, gluten and major allergen free, certified B Corp and made traceable. Ritual uses scientific tools to select lower carbon packaging, prioritize sustainable source ingredients, and set ambitious climate goals. No more shady business. Rituals Essentials for Women 18 plus is a multivitamin you can actually trust. Get 40% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K.
This offer is only available through January 31st. Start Ritual or add Essential for Women 18 plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K.
For 40% off.
Man, Angel, you made me want to say something, but I talk so much I forget it.
You be talking, but what I will say.
Say what you gonna say, Angel.
Again, until we move to the next topic as we figure out what that is. I am just so happy, not just for the Emmys, but this award season for a lot of Black people. Danielle Pinnock, she won an award.
She did. Was it the Independent Spirit Awards?
It's something. I don't want to get it
or
wrong because I'll say it was an Emmy for Best Actress again.
She just won for her Rolling Ghost.
Yes, she did, which she does a phenomenal job.
HCC, the Hollywood Creative Alliance Awards.
There have been a lot of amazing.
Astros.
There's also a young lady who just won a Golden Globe, Black woman. I wish I can remember her name. God dang it. She was in, we ain't gonna play this game no more. A lot of amazing people, Black folk, have won awards this award season. The award season isn't over. Of course, we spoke about
Divine Lovejoy.
There you go. Thank you.
Shout out to you, Aaron Jones, with 2 wins.
Devine, I do believe is actually how it's pronounced.
I can't get the.
It's spelled Divine,
That's
though.
that church in you, Kev.
That is. I said, hey, yo, Eddie Byron. They said, Ayo. Ayo as well.
Quinta Bronson.
And we know a chef whose name is Ayo, spelled the same way. But when I see her name, I be like, hey, yo, but it's Ayo, Eddie
It's
Byron.
Ayo. That's why I said I'm not going to even try it. I said,
Ayo,
you do
Eddie
it.
Byron.
Of course, we spoke about her last week, the amazing Angela Bassett.
Your mom.
My mother.
She kissed that mouth.
She did.
She got that Oscar.
She did.
You know what I was going to say? You just reminded me while you was helping me be my friend.
Okay.
Oscars, the Grammys, the Oscars, the Emmys, and the Tonys. You know which one they can't shut Black people out of?
The Tonys?
The Grammys.
Oh, the Grammys. I was like, what?
When it comes to music, they be like, well, God dog.
Well, because we have our own categories. If they had here's the Emmy for the best nigga show in 2024. then guess what? We
Right,
are
because when it comes to album of the year, they be like, all right, we gave it to Outkast.
yeah, and that's all.
And
everybody shut up. Come on up here, Adele.
Lauryn Hill, Outkast, and then I believe Jean Baptiste won the last one.
Isn't there another part of his name?
Who?
Ain't there another part of his
Jean
name?
Baptiste? No, it's just Jean Baptiste.
Okay.
He had a good documentary on Netflix. Mm-hmm. His wife has had cancer.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, she had it for the second time, and he was doing a
I thought there was another part of that man's name.
He was doing a what you do at Carnegie Hall?
A concert.
Symphony. He was doing a symphony. And apparently, even in classical music, he said that people just want to listen to the same old Beethoven and Bach. He said he wanted to flip it up. He had some Native American singers and some voice people, and they was like, it's too black. I said, ain't nothing new to do with Beethoven. Y'all just put a tuxedo on to go hear Beethoven.
That's it. It's like us
Over and over.
Back that thing up. We don't want
that. Is a point.
We will be play if you want to get us crunk.
That is
you know what we want.
I wish we could dress up in a tuxedo to go listen to Juvenile. I've been wanting to ask you this. Mel Mitchell, they just had their Founders Day.
Yes, on yesterday.
Okay. And she was doing a stroll with her line sisters.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm paying Mad Libs. And she had showed like 2013 and 2021.
Yeah.
I have always wanted to ask a Divine Nine representative. And shout out to Zeta Phi Beta. I think their Founders Day is today.
Shout
out to y'all.
Founders Day to the finer women of
Zeta Phi Beta.
Zeta Phi Beta sorority.
When y'all do y'all strolls.
Yeah.
And I'm being genuine. Do y'all practice?
Yes.
Y'all will learn it in the hallway or something?
Yeah. Before we go out.
So you're making new ones up.
Learning new ones, seeing new ones. I don't know who's making them up. I don't know where the origin story is for these strolls. But yeah.
You got to ask Ava.
Yeah.
So you right now, as you live and breathe, and you look in my eyes, you ain't got a stroll locked in at this moment. Or do you always have one in your back pocket if you had to stroll?
Bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. And I can't remember the rest.
So you got about 6 moves.
I got a couple more counts left.
I've always wondered how y'all be locked in.
Well, when you're younger and you're going to parties where strolling is happening.
And that's when Mel Mitchell was locked in when she was young.
Yes.
And her knees was strong.
Yeah.
But as she's getting closer to 30, the knees was like, hey, all right.
Oh, yeah.
All right now.
I went to homecoming this year and got behind my sorors, me and my line sisters. So we both in our big fours.
Yeah.
And we both have on heels.
Okay.
And they were doing something. It was like, I'm right there. Yeah.
Now you just throwing your side.
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
You was the auntie for the moment. Y'all got it, young girl.
When they dropped and got up so fast. Well, I need 2 counts. They did it in a count.
Said, all right now.
Right. I said,
Woo.
yes, I can.
Now that I'm down here. So we need to do some stuff down here
Yes.
a little bit.
And they got all these new moves that they be they be adding all these new moves that we weren't doing back in the day. So yeah, I'd be like, I wait and I watch.
I love that.
I watch and I'll be like, what we doing? What y'all doing?
You just reminded me, actually, Kawana Killings, shout out to Patreon. She said, speaking of the D9, Divine Nine, if y'all don't know, even though I'm a GDI, the Qs were not pleased by that comedian making fun of them. She talking about Drewski. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah. Because
did he take that video down?
I don't
think he did. He did.
I don't think he
did
one.
The hooks.
Yeah, he did the
he did
call and
everything.
everything.
You not supposed to.
I was like, Juicy does not care.
He's a cultural anthropologist. He does.
You know what though? That all got brushed aside after his Roll Tide Willie video came out though.
See that?
It came out after.
The Q video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it came out after too. Roll Dadgum Tide. Yeah, because and then the Q video came out, and I haven't seen. And I'm not.
Oh, because it was like the old heads. The old
Yeah.
heads.
Yeah, them old heads were cute. But I'm telling y'all, and I told this story before. When I was in college, I learned if you're not with them, you can't do their
No
stuff.
comedian is funny enough.
You can't. And a comedian.
No comedian is funny enough to get a pass like that.
Me and Nate Jackson and another comedian who was a GDI. that's a non-Greek person.
God dang independent.
Just a regular person who lives in the world, tax-paying citizen. We all had great sets, and the guy had the guy in reference. He had a fantastic set, was murdering, and at the end of his set, he had a joke. Now the Q's, they love this song by George,
the Atomic Dog.
Atomic Dog,
George
Clinton. Y'all know, right? You can listen to that song as a regular person. You can't do the Q stuff. So he had a joke about a Q. It was a funny joke. He said, Qs, they be great businessmen. They be great, all this and that. But when that song comes on, they can't help themselves. They got to do their stuff. So he said, you could be a doctor in open heart surgery, and then he would do it, right? He said, you could be dead. And I mean, we was dying because up until that point, he didn't do it. And he got up as the dead person, and he started shaking. They dying. He threw them hooks up.
And the laugh stopped. Yeah.
I mean, Josh, it was, you know how vacuum sealing works?
Yes.
It sucked the air out of, I mean, there was a ha.
Like you feel the weight of the room.
Josh. And I said, oh. And Nate was like, I told y'all not to do this stuff.
Told you, you don't want to listen.
He cut that set short and went out the back door.
I don't know why. Y'all call us gang, so treat us as such.
Listen, the Crips had been more forgiving of me being like dead homies and Crip walking than the Greeks will ever be about their stuff. Crips die for real for this stuff and they get jumped in. Them Greek folks, you would think there was no difference. Crips, I was talking about Crip homie about that. He said, man, we Crips like, but we know what a joke is a joke. Y'all?
We're not.
Y'all don't know what a joke is a joke. Y'all don't think it's funny. Because y'all didn't cross the burning sands with us. Y'all didn't do the stuff. You didn't pay your dues. Where's your service? That's why I don't be one. They invite me to step shows.
You don't want to do the step shows?
No, I'm not. That's not for us. I don't believe, and I stand by this.
One Lock Wonder said, they got jumped in too.
Listen. You.
Some people, hey.
Listen, I don't believe if you're not Greek, you should host a Greek event. For your benefit.
It's easier to know all the rules.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not even saying you aren't capable.
Yeah.
You got to know the rule. But if you are Greek, you can make fun of other Greeks. Yeah. You understand? If you're not Greek, you can't make the joke that they can make.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. It's kind of like with black folk. There are certain jokes we can say about each other.
1,000%.
But if you let somebody non-black try to make those same jokes, we're like, shut your fucking mouth.
Absolutely. And if I become honorary of any of the Divine Nine,
you're going to be like, hey, I got these jokes.
Nigga, I'm all the way back. If the honorary people hit me up of the one I would like to be honorary of.
Why don't you just pledge?
No. I'm 40 years old.
What does that mean?
I'm not.
What does that mean?
I don't have time. If I could just pay and get in, like Chris Brown did with the Bloods, how much it costs for the in with the
what
jacket?
You mean? You got time.
You have to go grad chapter.
Yeah, okay.
But they just, Erica Campbell got in. They was like, we love you,
She's
Mary.
Erica Campbell.
I need to be that level.
But right now, you're not Erica Campbell. So why can't you just pledge?
You think all this Campbell State students is for anything other than to be Greek one day? You're wrong. I just want to be Greek, baby. That's all this is. So one of the Greek people being.
I have a friend that would love to be an honorary Delta. I said, well, I want you to understand. One of our last honorary members was the Honorable Ketanji Brown Jackson. So, baby girl,
the bar is high.
I'm gonna need you to do some more things if you think we about to call you.
The bar is on the moon.
Yes, that's why I said
it'd probably be easier to get into the Supreme Court.
Yes. I was like, I just need you to understand what their standards are. Because if you can't meet that, I don't know what to tell you.
We love y'all. Patreon, we shooting a bonus right now because I'm going out of town this weekend. So stick around, go take a piss. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage. And that chick Angel.